Hello, my name is Christian. I'm looking forward to reading with you today. Today we're going to read It's Mine by the author Lionni. As you can see, the front we got 3 frogs and a dragonfly up there, a butterfly. And on the back we have some other books that Lionni has written. So if you like this one, you can go find other ones that they have written. All right, so let's get started. So in the front, you can see we see a frog jumping for a butterfly. And so we start in the middle of Rainbow Pond. There was a small island. Smooth pebbles lined its beaches, and it was covered with ferns and leafy weeds. You can see, do you know what a fern is? It's a type of plant. It's one of these over here. You can see. So you can see the beach, you see some water. And on the island lived 3 quarrelsome frogs named Milton, Rupert, Lydia. They quarreled and quibbled from dawn to dusk. Do you know what quarreled means? It means to argue. As you can see, the 2 frogs here are arguing, it looks like, while the other one is kind of hanging out over here. So they quarreled and quibbled all night. "Stay out of the pond," yelled Milton. "The water is mine." See, there's Milton down there, doesn't want the other frogs to get into the water with him. And that's not very nice. "Get off the island," shouted Rupert. "The earth is mine." Now Rupert's the one who doesn't want to share the earth with the other frogs. Also not very nice. "The air is mine," screamed Lydia as she leaped to catch a butterfly. And so it went. So there's Lydia going to catch the butterfly while the other frogs are sitting back. So now we have a new character. You can see we have a toad, which is kind of like a frog, but bigger. One day, a large toad appeared before them. "I live on the other side of the island," he said, "but I can hear you shouting, 'It's mine, it's mine, it's mine,' all day long. There is no peace because of your endless bickering." And bickering means to fight as well. "You can't go on like this." With that, the toad slowly turned around and hopped away through the weeds. So the toad is trying to teach them something. Let's see what happens. No sooner had he left than Milton ran off with the large worm. The others hopped after him. "Worms are for everybody," they cried. But Milton croaked defiantly, "Not this one, it's mine." Again, they're not sharing. They're not being very nice to each other. But look what's happening. You look at here, it looks like there's a storm. It looks like the frogs are a little concerned. Suddenly, the sky darkened, and a rumble of distant thunder circled the island. Rain filled the air, and the water turned to mud. The island grew smaller and smaller as it was swallowed up by the rising flood. The frogs were scared. You can see in their eyes, they're not very happy about this storm. You look there, there's some lightning in the corner. That's not good either. How are the frogs going to be okay? Desperately, they clung to a few slippery stones that still rose above the wild, dark water. But soon, these too began to disappear. You can see they're less and less of the earth. They're just a few places for the frogs to hang out. There was only one rock left, and there the frogs huddled, trembling from cold and fright. But they felt better now that they were together, sharing the same fears and hopes. Little by little, the flood subsided. The rain fell gently and then stopped altogether. So now look. Looks like the storm has ended, sun's coming out, and their friend, the toad, is back. But look! The large rock that had saved them was no rock at all. "You saved us!" shouted the frogs when they recognized the toad. The next morning the water had cleared. Sun rays chased silver minnows, which are little fish, on the sandy bottom of the pond. Joyfully the frogs jumped in, and side by side they swam all around the island. See, they're playing together, they're sharing. That's great. Together they leaped after the swarms of butterflies that filled the air. You can see they're playing together, sharing. And later, when they rested in the weeds, they felt happy in a way they never had before. "Isn't it peaceful?" said Milton. "And isn't it beautiful?" said Rupert. "And do you know what else?" said Lydia. "No, what?" the others asked. "It's ours," she said. So you look, they're all sharing together, they're enjoying the beautiful outdoors and their little pond, their water, and the butterflies all around them. So what do you think they learned in this book? With the title, It's Mine, is that the way to think about it? Or is sharing a better way? I think the frogs learned, the toad taught them, that sharing is better than being selfish and not sharing. Thanks for reading with me today. Have a great day.